Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video, we got the Classic Physique Arnold Classic UK, the pre-judging, the finals, and the results. And there is no FaceTime in this video, guys. Back to the old school videos for this weekend only, because as you guys may know, I'm in Turkey right now, traveling with a couple of my clients. As you guys know, I'm a coach as well, so here we are at the Balkan Championships. Wish us luck, but I'm still here to make a video about this show, to tell you guys my opinion on what happened here. So, as you guys probably know already, Mike Sommerfeld won. He beat Wesley Vissers. And to be honest, guys, and I'm sorry to say this because I know how much you guys love Wesley Vissers, this was an easy win. I'm saying it right now, and I am not a Wesley hater. Sometimes you guys say you hate on this guy or the other guy. You hate on Andrew Jack or on Samson Dauda or on, I don't know. I don't hate on anybody, guys. This whole channel revolves around me being extremely honest, always saying exactly what I think. And in this situation, I thought it was clear as day, guys. As clear as day. And while I was at the airport, I saw some live stream and some really good Instagram photos, reels, and videos. And I made a post and I said, if this was the King of Detroit, I would have no issue with Mike winning that title against Mufuda, because that's how good Mike actually is, guys. That's how good Mike is, in my opinion. Now, you guys know that I hate Mike's personality. That's a different thing. But as far as his physique, he nailed this one. He blew Wesley out of the water. And I'm still seeing some comments, guys, saying that Wesley should have won. And yeah, there are some arguments for Wesley winning some poses, some body parts. But overall, I think this was a clear victory. As clear as day. If there was a chance for Wesley to win this, they would love to give it to him. But the judging is fair these days, and Wesley got what he deserved, and Mike got what he deserved. As a bodybuilder, these guys were judged really fairly. So let's take a look at this video. I actually paused it when they actually hit the poses. So first we got the side chest pose, and this is the pose where you can argue that Wesley is potentially winning. Mainly, I would say because of his chest to shoulder separation. That's something Mike does not have. I don't see it. And overall, the way Wesley's side chest flows, Mike has a bit more width in the chest and the shoulders, but really, this one is very, very close, and you could say that Wesley is winning this one. But the reason why Mike won this show overall is not because he annihilated every single pose. It's something else, guys. So let's move on to the next pose, and the next pose is going to be back double bicep. So here, it was a little bit more clear what kind of conditioning these guys brought. And it was pretty obvious that Wesley was not in as good of a shape as Mike. I would have to say that Wesley improved from the Arnold Classic, and his back here looked phenomenal. The lats were popping. The width in the shoulders was crazy. I give a lot to Wesley, actually, because some of his poses actually looked amazing. But then you can see in the glutes, in that lower back, that the conditioning, the sharpness, the tightness, the dryness, the hardness, it just wasn't on the same level as Mike's. But still, because of the size overall and the frame, you could argue that this one is close. I would definitely have to say that Mike still wins this one, but it is somewhat close. Now, why do I think Wesley is losing this one, and why Mike is winning this show convincingly? Mainly this pose, guys. Again, I'm not saying that Mike destroyed Wesley in all of the poses. It was very close in a couple of shots, but this one kinda, in my opinion, determined the winner of this show, because in Classic, guys, you only have 5 poses. Only 5 poses. And if we say side chest is one pose that is very close, back double is also pretty close. Let's say Mike wins this one by a margin, and let's say Wesley wins the side chest, and then we got the favorite classic pose and the front double. But what about the abs and thighs? What about the abs and thighs? Let's first take a look at the favorite classic pose. Now here, I would definitely again go with Mike because of the size of the legs. And this is the reason why I think it would kind of make sense, more sense for Mike to win the King of Detroit title because he's a complete bodybuilder. He has legs as well, massive legs. And in the front double, also, guys, not even close. Yeah, sure, Wesley has bigger arms because he's a bigger man. His lats are popping out more. His waist is not smaller. It's close to Mike's, but it's not smaller. But it's the legs. The legs are where Mike is completely annihilating Wesley, and he's winning this pose so easily. And then we go back to the abs and thighs, and this is where Wesley buried himself. So first of all, he didn't even hit the abs and thighs for longer than a second, basically. He hit it just a little bit, just to say that he did it, and he moved on immediately to a vacuum pose, which is not a pose in the IFBB, which means he kind of cheated. He did what Derek did back in 2022, I think, but it doesn't work in Classic. You can't do that. You gotta show all the poses because there are only 5 poses. And if you lose 3 poses, you're done. You lose the show. And for this millisecond where he actually hit the pose, it didn't look good, guys. It didn't look good, especially next to Mike Sommerfeld. So Mike destroyed him in this pose. He beat him convincingly in the front double bicep. It was close in the side chest. I think he beat him in the back double. That one was also kind of close, but this one, abs and thighs, nails it. It's the last nail in the coffin of Wesley Vissers at this show, and Mike Sommerfeld wins this one very, very easily, guys. Again, I am not saying that Wesley failed at his show. He actually brought phenomenal conditioning. He was improved from the Arnold Classic, and that's actually the worst part. He was improved, he was better, and he still got annihilated by Mike Sommerfeld because he just isn't complete enough. He can beat guys like Andrea Mamoli or I don't know, Menegatten, these guys who are like top 10, top 8 at the Mr. Olympia, even if he doesn't nail every pose. But when you come to, when you're facing somebody who is this complete as Mike and has every pose nailed down, you just can't beat them because they'll beat you in every pose. They'll be good, they'll be great in every pose. And if you miss a pose or 2, you're done, you're out. And again, this was a very good Wesley, better than the Arnold UK, better than Detroit. So if this Wesley showed up at the Mr. Olympia last year, for example, I don't know if he would be in the top 3, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe top 3, maybe top 5, maybe not even that much, to be honest. So it's kind of disappointing, guys. And I know a lot of you are crazy big fans of Wesley, but if I'm being honest, guys, that's the way I see it. He has way too many weaknesses, way too many flaws, way too many gaps, and because of that, he can't win the Mr. Olympia, unfortunately. There are other guys who are way more complete, and maybe they don't have the most classic lines, but they're still too complete, too conditioned. They have all the poses nailed down, so yeah, in this one, clear as day, Mike wins. Now, as far as Sam Sulek, that's always interesting to look at. I would say he was much fuller here, which was exactly his plan for this show. He wanted to show up bigger and better for that matter, but I told you guys, and I think I was right with this, yeah, like when you are super full after a show, you look great in your gym photos, and if you find some really good lighting, if the stage has awesome lighting, you can get away with this. But if the lighting is bright and if it's created for the judges to actually see every single detail in your body, if you're holding extra water, you won't look perfect. And I think that's what happened at this show. Sam tried to come in bigger and fuller, but that's not how it works. You know, you can't come in full of water and carbs and expect to look better. A little bit drier and flatter looks better on stage, guys. I mean, the deep separations create the illusion of more muscle, of harder muscle. So if you have more separation, you look even bigger and better. And I think this is going to be the lesson that Sam learns, But, you know, he's going to have a couple of photos in some poses that actually look much more impressive. I did this before, guys, as a competitor. I did some shows like 10 pounds heavier just to see what I would look like if I stepped on the stage full as a house. And again, it would look awesome in like most muscular, maybe front double, but in the other poses, nah, it's not the best look. You look good in the gym doing a photo shoot with a pump training, but for the stage, you need to be dry. You need to be super, super dry. And I think Sam was bigger, fuller, but not better, not even close. I think he was much better at Arnold Classic Ohio, but again, this is just one lesson learned for him. He's a new, young competitor. There is so much more he will learn over the years. Whatever you guys think about what Sam Sulek brought and what happened as far as the Wesley versus Mike, do you guys think that it was a clear decision, like the way I see it, or you think Wesley was robbed? Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for the open analysis coming in a couple of minutes, basically after this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Actually, hear you soon. All the best and bye-bye.